Okay, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Catholic in the Military. So right now I'm going to do my E100 challenge day 3. And for day 3 it's called Wipeout. It says Genesis 6:5 to Genesis 7:24 is what we're reading.
You call me out upon the waters, the great unknown, where feet may fail, and there I find you in the mystery, in oceans deep, my faith will stand. Keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul rests in your embrace. For I am yours. You are mine. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior.
And the reflection questions that we should be keeping in mind as we read this is, do you ever find yourself in situations like Noah, where you are surrounded by sin and pressured to join in? How could you get out of those situations? Are you concerned with what others think or might say? So, keeping that in mind, let's just jump right into reading. I'm going to first turn to Genesis, 6:5, and then we can go from there. Warning of the flood. When the Lord saw how great the wickedness of human beings was on earth, and how every desire that their heart conceived was always nothing but evil, the Lord regretted making human beings on the earth, and his heart was grieved. So the Lord said, I will wipe out from the earth the human beings I have created, and not only the human beings, but also the animals, and the crawling things, and the birds of the air, for I regret that I made them. But Noah found favor with the Lord. These are the descendants of Noah. Noah was a righteous man and blameless in his generation. Noah walked with God. Noah begot 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. But the earth was corrupt in the view of God and full of lawlessness. When God saw how corrupt the earth had become, since all mortals had corrupted their ways on earth, God said to Noah, I see that the end of all mortals has come, for the earth is full of lawlessness because of them. So I am going to destroy them with the earth. Preparation for the flood. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Equip the ark with various compartments and cover it inside and out with pitch. This is how you shall build it. The length of the ark will be 300 cubits, its width 50 cubits, and its height 30 cubits. Make an opening for daylight, and finish the ark a cubit above it. Put the ark's entrance on its side. You will make it with bottom, second, and third decks. I, on my part, am about to bring the flood waters on the earth, to destroy all creatures under the sky in which there is the breath of life. Everything on earth shall perish. I will establish my covenant with you. You shall go into the ark, you and your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives with you. Of all living creatures you shall bring 2 of every kind into the ark, 1 male and 1 female, to keep them alive along with you. of every kind of bird, of every kind of animal, and of every kind of thing that crawls on the ground. 2 of each will come to you, that you may keep them alive. Moreover, you are to provide yourself with all the food that is to be eaten, and store it away, that it may serve as provisions for you and for them. Noah complied. He did just as God had commanded him. Then the Lord said to Noah, "Go into the ark, you and all your household, for you alone in this generation have I found to be righteous before me. Of every clean animal take with you 7 pairs, a male and its mate, and of the unclean animals 1 pair, a male and its mate. Likewise, of every bird of the air 7 pairs, a male and a female, to keep their progeny alive over all the earth. For 7 days from now I will bring rain down on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, and so I will wipe out from the face of the earth every being that I have made." Noah complied just as the Lord had commanded. The Great Flood. Noah was 600 years old when the flood came upon the earth. Together with his sons, his wife, and his sons' wives, Noah went into the ark because of the water of the flood. Of the clean animals and the unclean of the birds, and of everything that crawls on the ground, 2 by 2, male and female, came to Noah into the ark, just as God had commanded him. When the 7 days were over, the water of the flood came upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, on the 17th day of the month, on that day, all the fountains of the great abyss burst forth, and the floodgates of the sky were opened. For 40 days and 40 nights, heavy rain poured down on the earth. On the very same day, Noah and his sons Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of Noah's sons had entered the ark, together with every kind of animal, every kind of tame animal, every kind of wild animal, every kind of crawling thing that crawls on the earth, and every kind of bird. Pairs of all creatures in which there was the breath of life came to Noah into the ark. Those that entered were male and female. Of all creatures they came, as God had commanded Noah. Then the Lord shut him in. The flood continued upon the earth for 40 days. As the water increased, they lifted the ark so that it rose above the earth. The water swelled and increased greatly on the earth. But the ark floated on the surface of the water. Higher and higher on the earth the water swelled, until all the highest mountains under the heavens were submerged. The water swelled 15 cubits higher than the submerged mountains. All creatures that moved on earth perished, birds, tame animals, wild animals, and all that teemed on the earth, as well as all humankind. Everything on dry land with the breath of life in its nostrils died. The Lord wiped out every being on earth, human being and animals, the crawling things and the birds of the air. All were wiped from the earth. Only Noah and those with him in the ark were left, and when the waters had swelled on the earth for 150 days,